And the turning point for me was at the end of that second semester, I had asked all of the students to turn in a good news story. Just pick one example of a news story that really impresses you as excellent, based on the principles we've discussed this semester. And one student turned in a press release. And I thought, oh wow. Even though it was just one student, I just thought that I'm not connecting, I'm not helping. We can't talk about how journalism functions in a democracy if it's increasingly impossible to know what journalism is. So I went to Stony Brook. I just typed in like news, literacy, education, whatever. I just knew there had to be some roadmap for this. And Stony Brook in Long Island was doing news literacy in a really innovative way. And so I talked my dean into flying me up to Long Island. It was really cold. And I talked to Howard Snyder there and Dean Miller, and they'd been doing this for a while, and they just had a really good handle on why it was important. It was sort of like when you meet someone and you see eye to eye, and it's like, yes, students need this. And so I took their materials and started teaching news literacy, and then the next semester I brought in news professionals to meet with the students because I could see that as gen ed course, it's going to get really big. That goes against a lot of what I believe in, a big gen ed course. How do I get students to work in smaller groups? And so I had that idea. And it's just sort of gone from there. News literacy has been on this upward trend.